Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is BN, and I'm one of the associate on the Alkebuleum blockchain project. Today, I'm here with my man Ernesto. Ernesto is Ernesto. You introduce yourself. I don't want to kind of take your
Uh,
shine.
yeah, thanks, Bien. Ernesto, I'm one of the founders of Alkebuleum, and right now I pretty much coordinate, I also manage the tech team that building the technology. And pretty much, as we go through this tutorial, or I would say this video, you will get to understand how, my influence in in our department, how shaped everything that we have now to this stage.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ernesto. And my name is BN. I'm one of the associate. I do a lot of people work. I got to make sure the project gets the right people, the right asset to make the project works. Um, and today we're going to be talking about just one of the product we have, with Alkebuleum blockchain. We have our decentralized identity Vault, which is a decentralized wallet, but it's also a decentralized digital identity, and it's a all-in-one component. We'll talk a little bit about how it works, some of the functionality, and how to create one, like the process of creating one. So I brought Ernesto with me because I mean he's one of the architect behind that
Right.
product. So he's gonna answer some of the questions, and we're gonna chat about it. So.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you so much. Now I am going to share my screen and we will start to log into AmVault. All right, so I'm in the AmVault. Let's see here, log into AmVault wallet. You type in AmVault, AMVAULT.net, and that will take you right to our digital identity account. Right, so now you see this screen right here, and one of the things you can do, you can decide to create a brand new account. You don't have a brand new account, or you can do recovery vote. Uh, and that's so how does that recovery vote works?
So, like you said, you have the option to create a new vote or recover an existing vote. So you already pretty much had a existing vote before, but then you maybe change your browser, or maybe you change the computer or the device, and you want to get your vote running on another device or another browser. Now you need to use your C phrase that you receive whenever you create your original vote
Right.
to recover this new vote. What I would do is that I would bring your entire vote on that system that you're trying to recover it on, and you have access to everything that you had in your original vote.
Absolutely. So that means you can pretty much get access to your account. If you have an existing account with the recovery vote, you can get
Yes,
access to that account anywhere you are, as
yes,
long as you have certain information, right? That's
that's
what I'm
correct.
hearing.
Yes,
Right,
that's
right.
correct.
And then now for the new vote, you're pretty much creating a new account from scratch. So we're gonna, we'll try one of these. We should say create account, create your new vote. It's creating your new account. So when you hear the word vote, just think about your digital information, your digital identification, along with your money. Everything is in this like saves, right? Is in a whole save, and you can have access to the save anytime you want. But it's only you that can have access to the save. So now let's go ahead and try to create an account for someone who is pretty much new and has not created an account before. So you click on create account, and once you click on there, it's generating here pretty quickly. Boom! What do you see? You
So
have your you have
that's
your
pretty much generating your key phrase.
See, yes, yes, and that's why is this thing important? Because that's one of the things that some people don't really get. This is a phrase you see these words here. I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12
Yes.
words.
So just consider this in a very simplified way as your password to recover your account everywhere and anytime, right? That means that only you in the world you have this phrase, If anybody else have this phrase, that person can have access to your account because this phrase is the phrase that will be used to generate your keys. And this phrase can always generate our same keys all the time. So if you make mistake and you don't save this phrase secretly, that means that your account will be vulnerable to anybody who have access to the phrase. So this is a very important phrase that you have to
Right.
keep secretly and write it down somewhere privately.
Absolutely. This is your key to your account. And the sequence of these phrases is also to what I've learned. It's also very important because you're not just copying down. If you're writing these down, you're not just writing it down in random order. You actually have to write them down in sequence. Because if you're going to have to retrieve your account with these phrases, you have to use that same sequence in order to make that retrieval. So obviously the word check, shan, I mean, it has to go the same way when you're putting that number, when you're putting those words in, right, Ernesto?
That's correct. You
Absolutely.
have to be
Yes.
exactly as you see it on the screen right now.
If you flip it around, you just lost your wallet, guys. Don't do it.
So
All right.
being if I will give a little input, I would say just click anybody who wants to save this, just either take a screenshot of your screen or you can click on that little button in the corner that says copy, and
Right.
then you can paste that information somewhere. But what I would advise you to do is to write this on paper. Write on paper and save it in your briefcase, on your bed, or wherever you can put it at that is not on the internet is much better. If it's not on your computer, it's even much better. The safer is offline. Anything offline is the best safe situation. Anything online is not too safe. So
Not
make
to say.
sure, yeah, is make sure you always write it down on paper and save it somewhere safe that you can always come back to anytime.
Absolutely. And that's what I've also did. Because if you have it online, for example, if you have an email to yourself, what happens when you lose the email account, right? If your computer get hacked and you lost your email, some sort of fraud, scammer stole your email. Hey, you just lost your account. So it's very important. You want to make sure you copy this, put it somewhere, eventually print it out, and then save it in some sort of a saving or so. The system is it's so very system wants to make sure you copy this phrase. So we have a box for you to check. Like, it's like, are you sure you saved that?
Right,
So
right.
I click on that and continue. Now you can read all these like pretty much warning. If you don't have this saved, obviously you lose your account. You want to click on that. You want to make sure that you acknowledge that you understand. You click on that, and you can go to I understand and continue. All right.
You come here, you can create your this social handle is pretty much um I would say a soft link to your identity. It's not like a hard link to your identity. You can use it on any social platform. And then you affiliate with an email. This email is pretty much just saying that, okay, just in case your social handle gets expired, with there's a way that they can communicate with you to tell you that, you can renew your social handle. Um, and then the referral code there is telling you that, if anybody refer you, you make sure you put that person number there because that referral code is important for that person to get the benefit of referral. So that's what this page is about. It's actually optional. So you don't nobody have to really do anything here. The whole page is optional. You can actually skip it if you don't want to. If you don't want to put a handle yet, you don't want to put an email, you don't want to put a referral code yet, you don't have to. You can skip it, but this is an optional page for those who have this information that they need at this point.
Absolutely. And this is very important because, getting referral, getting referral, there's benefits that comes along with it. So, and if somebody recommended you to create an account, like Ernesto said, you want to make sure you bring along that referral code from that person so that they can get the benefit. And the code goes here. And this is how the system is going to make sure that whoever refer you to create an account gets incentivized as the system. Uh,
Yes.
so let's log in here. I create my handle. I just have at avis.aki and I put in some email address here. And I don't have a referral. I'm just doing a demo, so I'll hit continue. Create
Now,
vote. Right.
now at this point, you need to pretty much protect the vault because the vault is created as almost think about the vault as like a local server. You know, this is a self-custody BN. So because it's self-custody means that there's no server anywhere that is keeping this data for you, right? Your vault is your server on your own device. So whenever you create a vault, you're creating that local server on your phone or on your computer that you log into every time. So you need to also authenticate that local server, right? And that authentication is what you got to put in that passcode. This passcode will always be there authenticated to your local vault on your computer or on your phone that you're creating this as. So you choose a little simple passcode you remember, and then you put it there at this point. But make sure you can remember it because if you don't remember it, that means that you have to use your
Your
what
C phrase.
again?
Your
Your
C
seed
phrase.
phrase. There you go. There you go. So this passcode is not like it's just to authenticate your vault on your device. But if you lost it, you can still be able to recover your entire vault using your seed phrase, which
Right.
that's the reason why we said that seed phrase is so important.
Yep. Your C phrase is there. It's like your actual key to your account. So um these logins, they're pretty much spare keys, right?
Yeah.
So you can need it. These are shortcuts key, for you to get into your account pretty quick if your vote is recognized as your computer already. So let's log in here. I create my password, so I'm gonna create vote. Now it's creating that. All right, claim your start gas. Let's redeem that. And that's
So
what's that?
so if you notice being the whole onboarding process finished at this point, right? we
Right.
now we're looking at we already in the vault, but this uh information I just pop on our screen is very important, right? It's telling us that because we have created our vault, Archibulium literally have given us some free gas tokens to be able to facilitate our initial transactions that we'll have to make on this blockchain, right? Because look, a person come on the blockchain, they don't have IKEY at this point, right? So the foundation allocated some IKEYs so that when people create their vault, they can have at least some a little bit of IKEY given to them free to be able to do some transactions, some immediate transaction that is important for them to complete the identity setup, right? So that's the reason why we have this this pop-up that I appear right now is for you to redeem your initial IKEY, which is free for you. It's more like a benefit for you going through this entire process of creating your vault. So you can go ahead and redeem it.
Absolutely. Getting the redeem Aki, and this is I guess part of the design to create some sort of increase in the network activities to get more people to use AmVault. Yep, click on done here. Boom. Seems like we are in almost in AmVault. We got to activate now to get the is that activating the account itself or activating the redeem Aki?
So, what we just went through just now was we created an account without any, we didn't create any AIN at this point, right? We just redeemed iKey. So now we about to interact with the blockchain to create our AIN for the first time because the AIN is pretty much on chain. And before you can be able to create an AI on chain, you need iKey, right? You can't be able to interact with the blockchain without iKey. So that process requires that gas to happen. So now that you have the gas that you just received through that pop-up that happened just now, right? That dialogue that came on the screen, right? You can now activate your AIN on the blockchain. This makes you now a true member of the network because now so when you have that AIN number, you become like I would say a citizen. Can I say that a citizen of the network in a way?
Right?
Um, yeah. So that's what the activation is about. So now you can now activate, I guess, because you have some IKEY now.
Sure. I'll go ahead and activate. And like you said, the reason why we even have the chance to activate is because we're given a certain amount of Aki, which is zero point 0.5 Aki, half an Aki, to be able to just get the account to be set up. Right. So let's activate now. All right. So now what is it giving us here? On chain, we have identity, AIN, and passcode. Let's see. It's gotta be
So so right now this screen is saying that okay, you want to activate your AIN, right?
right,
And that means that you're gonna recreate you pretty much like a rebooting your vault to tell your vault that now, look, before we didn't have the AI included, but now want to put AI in. But the vault gotta know if it's you for real, right?
right.
So you put in your password that you're trying to get against the vault, just the vault to make sure it's you that about to add to connect this to a real AI and on chain, right? So that same password you remember that you put in whenever you create an account, you need to put that password in so you can be able to like connect, you can be able to like authenticate against your vault and then create the AI.
All right. So let's do that. Activate. I hope I get the password right. I'm always have like probably 10,000 passwords, always hard to keep track of. I know some people have, and that's so some people have just one password for everything, right?
Yeah.
But it's also
And that's not
dangerous.
that's not safe.
All
That
right.
is absolutely not safe.
Yes, yes. It can be an easy thing, but there's some sort of danger that comes along with that. So,
Yeah. That's the reason why the C phrase is much more that's the most safer um
right,
alternative. So that
right.
there you go. It's already created.
Now, AIN is created. And you have all these information here. Now, this is your AIN number. This is the number that pretty much identify the your decentralized identity here. That number
Right.
is very important. All right, so we click on done. Boom.
So there you go.
Absolutely. Now, if you are in this account, oh, there's a lot of features here. You can see, usually I saw it underneath here, but this is also on the side. You have your home page. This is where we are. Your AIN number
So
is right here.
So that's this the desktop view. On the mobile view, we still have it down.
Right,
Normally the desktop view will have the menu on the left side, right?
right,
And on the mobile view is below. But now that we have improved the features and we have now built the desktop to have that desktop look feature, right?
right,
So you see like a desktop will look a little bit different from what mobile look like, right? You have the menu on the left, and then you have the other information on in a center pane.
right. Yeah, I can also see my handles right here. Obvious that Aki. This is pretty cool. Let's see if I click on that, what happens.
It copies.
Copies that. Okay. So let's see if I manage that. Oh, it has expiration on July 19, 2026. So
Yep,
now it looks like I'm giving like some sort of free trial based on my redeem Aki or so, right?
yep, yep.
Okay, and then after that day, I'm gonna have to purchase my handle. Um,
Just if I may, right, just to like put a little bit on that too, is the social handle is just is I would say is 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 an optional feature, right, for people to have. It's more like a luxury if you want to have a name that represent your or that is connected to your identity, right? You
right,
can you can you can you can get or social handle, but the social handle is not part of your online identity. It's just a social handle that is offline,
right,
and that is controlled by a different entity, a different company, right?
right,
That offer that handle. So for them, if you have a social handle, you will have to renew it I think every 6 months or every 1 year or so, depending on what you see for your expiration date. But again, it's not compulsory to have a social handle. What you need to have is an AIN. That's what is required to interact on the blockchain. Your AIN. That's what you have up there. The social handle is just like I would say, like you just want to have this extra social layer just to like have better appearance on different applications.
absolutely. So that's it's pretty good. So now, guys, we have created your Alkebuleum decentralized identity vote. This is it. You have your AIN number. It seems like this person AIN number. This AIN number is like 153. Obviously, these numbers are going up. They're going to increase over time the way the system is set up. But now with the video, obviously this is just getting your account set up. We're going to keep it as this. And in our next video, which is the video that's going to be the part two of this video, we would talk about the functionality of this digital identity and how it works. So Ernesto, thank you so much for joining me on this first video. We pretty much created an account and now we're talking about going into how to use some of the functions in here. So we'll move that to our
Thank you.
next video. So thank you so
Yeah.
much, Ernesto. Appreciate it. Guys, I will see you on the other side. Thank you.